And got out the voltage doubler again and made a couple of new plates here, some contacts on them. They're more or less parallel now. Variac, the high voltage probe, and you've seen my earlier video. I showed that electric fields will affect the flame from a candle, or actually flame from anything really. Candles are handy. And in that video somebody suggested that apparently steam is also affected. So if you can hear the jug boiling, but let's find out. Alright, attempt 3. So bigger pan, much bigger heat source, and set up here, and you can actually almost see it there, but when I turn the heat on it will produce quite a lot more steam, and hopefully you'll be able to see it this time. Okay, got a good head of steam up now. And that's on full voltage. Just the steam does not want to go there. To zero. As the caps discharge, get back down to 0. Actually, this time I'll just slam it straight to full. I was not expecting that much of an effect. So definitely more power was the answer. I guess you can see how far around it the electric field really extends. So yeah, it doesn't want to go anywhere in there. Cool. As an aside, this is my induction hob, which I actually originally bought so that I could take it apart and scavenge the lintz wire and other things to make an induction heater out of, but it's actually turned out to be really useful, especially if you like cooking with cast iron. The water I put in there was cold and it was steaming within about 30 seconds and then boiling within less than a minute. And that just, because it heats the metal up from, well, it heats the entire metal up, including the surface in there, and these are PWM, so it just supplies a constant power to it with all the advantages of gas, but none of you potentially blowing yourself up. And yeah, with cast iron, they're just amazing. So there you go, Grist's Cooking Show. Episode 2 of Grist's Cooking Show. So today we're going to be making rosemary oil. Well, actually maybe not. But if you look up on the internet on how to demonstrate electric fields, one of the things you'll find people doing is floating semolina seeds in castor oil. That's one of the main demonstrations. So I went and bought some castor oil, but then I read that you can also use vegetable oil, and this was $8 and this was $10, so I'm going with that. And I also found you can use rosemary instead of semolina seeds. So I had rosemary, I did not have semolina seeds, so we're going to go with that. And I've set up, here's one I prepared earlier, and you can see I've got the plates just pressed against either side of this container. There shouldn't be any current actually flow through, and we'll see what happens. Already starting to move. It's at 20,000 volts. And that's the full 40. Yeah, as you can see, they're lining themselves up. Following the lines. Alright, I'm going to see if I can make some different shaped electrodes. Well, it's still a bit lined up from the other one, but this time we're going to try with a round electrode. It's about 20,000 volts. And that's the full 40. I have to say I was expecting a bit of fan out around the round one. But, maybe that's why you use castor oil. Although I doubt it. I think it's just something for the other stuff to float on, to be honest. There you go. Electric field lines.